Welcome to Sports News. We start with football. Germany's World Cup winning team received a glorious welcome in Berlin with a flatbed truck. They paraded through the streets of the city's downtown district, lined with hundreds of thousands of fans. Thousands of jubilant Germans welcomed the team's arrival, waving flags and wearing the national colors as they basked in the nation's fourth World Cup victory. Nearly 500,000 revelers packed Berlin's Fan Mile. That's a 1.3-kilometer stretch of road running from the west of the capital up to the iconic Brandenburg Gate. And away from the World Cup, controversial striker Luis Suarez moved to Barcelona with his wife Sofia and 2 children, but under the terms of his ban, Barcelona will not be able to unveil their new signing in public. World football governing body FIFA insists Suarez cannot appear in any soccer-related public events after he was banned for 4 months for biting Italy defender Giorgio Chiellini's shoulder. Liverpool agreed to sell the 27-year-old to Barcelona with great reluctance after trying all they could to keep him. Now, combining game-changing brilliance with headline-grabbing controversy, he joins the Catalan giants with one foot among the greats and the other planted firmly in football's Hall of Infamy. Juventus coach Antonio Conte has had his contract terminated by mutual consent. Conte's departure from the Serie A club has already sparked speculation that he could be poised to take over from Cesare Prandelli as coach of Italy. The 44-year-old led Juventus to 3 consecutive Serie A titles, and the shock announcement of his exit came on a video posted on the club's official website. Prandelli quit the role last month following Italy's exit at the group stage of the World Cup in Brazil. And that's it on Sports News. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Officials say 192 people have been killed in 8 days of Israeli airstrikes. Our correspondent, Adishawa Josh, has more.
Israel has resumed its airstrikes on Hamas-controlled Gaza after its brief truce was met with continuing rocket fire by Hamas. Israel had earlier accepted an Egyptian ceasefire proposal and halted operations on Tuesday morning, but the armed wing of Hamas rejected the initiative, calling it a surrender. At least 89 people have been killed and dozens injured in a suicide attack at a busy market in eastern Afghanistan's Paktika province. The attacker drove a vehicle into the district and detonated the explosives. The market was full of people doing shopping for the Muslim festival Ramadan at the time of the attack. At least 19 people have died in a train accident in Moscow. Many others were injured when a packed commuter train braked abruptly between stations in the west of the city in the morning rush hour. Libyans are stunned after 2 days of fighting between rival militias paralyzed the country's main international airport. At least 8 people have died in the clashes and 12 planes have been damaged. The airport remains in the hands of the Zintan militia, which has controlled the airport since Muammar Gaddafi was ousted. Those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
And the main news again. The Adamawa State House of Assembly has impeached Governor Murtala Nyako and the Speaker Ahmadu Finitri, sworn in as the acting governor by the Chief Judge of the state. Mastermind of the bombing, which claimed over 70 lives in Nyanya, Federal Capital Territory, has been handed over to the Nigerian police by Interpol. And Israel today resumed airstrikes on Gaza, just as Hamas rejected a ceasefire proposal, calling it an ambush. Well, that's it on the news at 10 tonight. I'm Bimbo Loyede. Next up is Focus on Africa.